Scrap wood. Going through my scrap wood to see what I can find to make a catch-all board for Valentine's Day. That's a lot of scrap wood. I have 2 pieces of scrap wood shaped like this piece here, and you can see I drew half of a heart. I put this piece of wood in my vise to hold it steady so I can cut it with the jigsaw. This piece of board is really small and it's really hard to keep the guide flush with the wood because it wants to hit the vise. So I'm doing the best I can, but we'll get it. We're coming down now from the curve of the heart. Adjusting the piece of wood in the vise so that I can make the cuts I need. Shake, shake, shake to get it apart. 1/2 of the heart done. We will use this half as a template to cut the next half. Again, it's hard to keep the guide flush to the wood because it wants to hit the vise. The other half of the heart cut, so let's take it apart and look what we have here. Woo! Sanding time. Making the edges nice and smooth. 2 halves make a whole. Just using some wood putty to fill in some small nail holes that were in the scrap pieces of wood. I want the grain of the wood to show, so I'm actually going to make my own stain by just watering down some acrylic paint. Just mixing in a little bit of water, stirring it, and just checking the consistency to get it to the way I like it. Going to take this piece of cloth here, dip it in my stain I made, and spread it all over the heart. As I said previously, I want the grain to show. And now to stain the other part of the heart. They are stained this pretty red color, so now we're going to let them dry. Here are 2 other pieces of scrap wood that are hydro dipped that I had left over from a project I did last year when I made a summer table. And I'm going to use these mending plates to connect the 2 pieces of wood together because this is going to be the base for placement of my heart on our Valentine catch-all tray or board. I just love the hydro dipped look of these boards. It's going to make a nice contrast with the heart. Putting in my drill bit so we can drill the holes. Changing the bit so we can put in the screws. Perfect, it looks good. We are now going to wood glue our heart onto our base that we just made, and then we will screw the heart in so that it is secure. Just sitting some granite pieces on top of it to let it dry. We are almost done. I love it. It's unique, it's different, and I like different. We are going to go ahead and put a couple of screws in it. Placing the catch-all board on the nightstand next to the bed. Pouring a nice glass of white wine that we will sit on our Valentine catch-all board. You can place your sunglasses, your keys. You may even have that special present you want to give to your Valentine on Valentine's Day. I think this is a fun gift to show your love as it can be used for many things. I love being creative. I think this Valentine idea is poppin'. And whatever idea you decide to do for your Valentines, I wish you a happy Valentine's Day.